The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Where the road to immortality begins for most teams, we're underway from Wild Card Weekend. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. He's taking a shot on his first play. And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy has a man, Justin Jefferson. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Third and a lone yard coming up. Quick pass, right side, complete. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. just 2 to go. From the gun, here's a handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Opening drive going according to plan. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Hauled in left side. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. This complete to Colt. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. That one's out and cut on the right side. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
On play action now, McCarthy. Ooh, the Cardinals get to him here. He's brought down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. It's 2nd and goal.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Carter. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Vikings finish up an excellent opening series. On is Katie York for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is York to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First play, Murray's letting it rip. He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Here's 2nd and 7. This one quickly to Harrison. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona. Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Back to throw, Murray. That's into the hands of Moore. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's a Cardinals 1st down. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Buys time. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. Neither side separating much so far. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. And ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Cardinals football. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Murray. Connects on the crosser. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that 1st down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
Has the direction, but not the distance. It falls just short. And the deficit stays at 7.
That fooled me. He had it online. That wasn't the issue. Just didn't have the leg he needed. And the ball goes the wrong way as he's denied by the crossbar.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. McCarthy looking to throw. He fires one deep down the middle. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Cardinals side of the field.
Kid, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long.
The lateral goes haywire. It's out. And left sideline, and he's off to the races. And Arizona takes it back for a touchdown. The Cardinals finish off their opening drive. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping off that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on the scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Cardinals tie this game 7-7. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we watch the combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10 because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home with a big sack. You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. McCarthy throwing here. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Hey, I get it, Kate. 3rd down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field. But unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free. Instead of facing 4th down, even better, that defense is off the field completely. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Vikings get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble. Then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
On 1st down, they'll run. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
From midfield on 2nd down. Short pass brought in. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
shy of the 15. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's first and 10. Man in motion out of the slot. Working inside the red zone. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So that brings up second down.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
And the struggles from the last play carry into this one. This also just gets back to the line.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's a middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. McCarthy to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. There was always a touchdown that you won. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Now is York to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, first and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Escapes the pocket.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Minneapolis. It's the Cardinals. Looking at 2nd and 3. Benson now from the gun. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Benson does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. Minnesota spends its second time out here, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Another try for Benson. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. The defense takes its third and final timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Here's Murray. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
As a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That's a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, pretty good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. So here he is, getting his second field goal look of the half. This is a chip shot from the left hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And it'll knock this game up late in the second quarter.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's on the move. On the run right, throwing deep down. Another turnover. This time it's an interception. And the Cardinals bring the interception back beyond the 40 before the tackle is made. Well, great work by the defense there, Brock. Coverage keeping things tight downfield even as he extended the play, and as a result, they pick up the INT.
And the eyes were bigger than the stomach on that throw. It was as if he was committed to it right when he left the pocket. But if nothing opens up, you're going to pay for trying to make a throw that simply isn't there. You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Second and 10 now. Dump off caught by his back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Kyler looking to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st and 10, Murray. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Nearly an interception on that play. And now they face 2nd down.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately no connection to be made.
To the air, Murray. That one's caught along the left sideline. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
red zone now. Runs it in. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take the lead just before halftime. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Koo with the extra point. And the Cardinals break that tie and now lead by 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll throw it. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here comes the final play of our first half. Looking to throw. He's going to push one deep down the route. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Max Melton with the INT. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. Has this at the 6. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hand off to Benson to start the drive. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Now Murray on the play fake. Rolling out to his left. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Running back sent in motion. Murray on 3rd down. Launches one deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And that brings up 4th and long. The Cardinals out for the punt. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. 58 yards on the punt there. And it's going to be Vikings football. New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be 2nd down. is complete to Colt. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Throwing on third, McCarthy. Flushed out now to his left. Makes the grab in bounds left side. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10, here's McCarthy. This is pulled in by McCole Hardman. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
All right, set now, first and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Back to the air, McCarthy. Cut near the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal. Carter. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. He has it on the QB sneak. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain, and now they're just inches short for third down.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, third and goal. Going power with the big tight end. And he gets in, touchdown. The Vikings start the second half with some needed points. York now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings make it 17-all. On now is York to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25. Drive starts out with a first and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. This has been a trend, yet another interception. The rookie from Georgia has it.
Well, that's now a second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And that hit right at the 10. Somehow, though, got a wicked bounce and makes it into the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Benson on 1st and 10. And he's able to drive up past the 40. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They give on 2nd to Benson. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Dumped off to his running back. Rolling into enemy territory. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's